All right, y'all. First and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and his son Hamashiach, whose song called Yahawashai. Excuse me, Yeshua, Yahushua, Yah. We mostly know as Jesus Christ. Got a quick lesson here, a quick rebuttal rather for IUIC. A little quick hit from IUIC about love thy enemies.
Should we love the man that enslaved us?
Should we love the man that enslaved us? Hold on to that. Should we love the man that enslaved us?
Is he our enemies or our friend? The enemy that Christ was speaking about in Matthew 5, which we should love, is our brother.
So the enemy in Matthew 5 is our brother.
The other nations.
Not the other nations. Now he's going to Exodus.
Chapter 23, verse 4.
He's got to go all the way to Exodus to try to establish this.
5 shows you how you deal with your enemy's acts. Deuteronomy 22. And
he used the example of the ox falling in the ditch. Let me see if I can pull it back a little bit so we can. Yeah, if thou meet thine enemy's ox or his ass going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. If thou see the ass of him that hateth thee lying under a burden and would forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help him. I don't know. You can speculate that that's a brother, but you can speculate that can be, from your neighbors. Israel was surrounded by heathen nations, Moabites on one side, Ammonites on that same side, Edomites right up under them, Tyre and Zidon on the other side. Like you were surrounded in Babylon, a little north. You were surrounded by your enemies. So if your enemy, you can take it like that. But this ain't enough to establish that point of who thy enemy is. I don't see how you can just say that that's your, unless you just speculating that, hey, it's the ox. It had to be my brother's ox right next door to me, But your enemy's ox, them ox could travel into a land, especially in those days. Ain't a lot of gates and all of that stuff. He could have grazed and went into your land, fell in the ditch like the text says. But I don't see how you can establish the enemy here with Exodus 23. With the verses he's showing. I don't know, because I'm not going to even go into the other verses.
22 verse 1 and 2 explain.
22, 1 and 2. Thou shalt see thy brother's ox. Man, come on, man. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. He's a little better here. Brother's ox or his sheep go astray. He hideth thyself from them. It's not better. Now, why is it not better? Because here it's clearly saying, thou shalt not see thy brother. It doesn't say enemy. It says brother's ox or his sheep and go astray and hide thyself from them. Thou shalt in any case bring them again unto thy brother. And if thy brother be not nigh unto thee, or thou know him not, then thou shalt bring it bring it unto thine own house, and it shall be with thee until thy brother seek after it, and thou shalt restore it to him again. Now, am I being petty? Listen, we ain't even switched over to the offense. We hadn't even switched over to the offense. I'm just examining what he's presenting. The first verse he presented was his enemy and how to handle your enemy's ox. Now he come to another law where the law is talking about your brother. And I assume he's trying to make both of these the same thing, but I don't think that's the case. This seems like another law in another situation. One was where the ox was burdened and then fell down in a ditch, and you're supposed to go help him. This is another one here where if one of the sheep have gotten astray, and hide thyself from them, thou shalt in any case bring them again unto thy brother. And if thy brother be not near, if thou know him not, then thou shalt bring it unto thine own house, and it shall be with thee until thy brother seek after it, and thou shalt restore it unto him. So if that ox goes, that sheep, strays, he loses sheep. You just can't cut that sheep up and eat it for yourself. You got to hold that sheep, even if you don't know whose sheep it is. Hold it till somebody goes looking for a sheep, and then restore it to that individual. But it's a difference here between the Exodus and the Deuteronomy 22, and one was for thy enemy, and one was referencing thy brother. Now, I assume again that he's trying to put these things together to try to make this point what Christ is saying.
Who that enemy is, which is your brother. The enemy that Christ.
And that's the video. That's the video. Now I'm gonna show you how dangerous this is. I'm gonna show you how dangerous this is, y'all. Very dangerous. Very, very, extremely dangerous. All right, Matthew 5. Verse 43, it says, ye have heard that it have been said, thou shalt love thy enemy and hate thine. You should love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. And this has to be a teaching from Leviticus 19:18. He said, well, I know a lot of you say, well, it don't say that, but that's how it's taught. And you say, oh, well, hey, how you know that? That's how a lot of Israelites teach it. You know, you love your brother. You don't suffer sin upon your brother. You don't care nothing about these other nations. So why can't we speculate that well, we know it's somebody's teaching, because Christ is saying, hey, you know, these jokers out here telling y'all that you should love your neighbor and hate your enemy. And this is exactly what he's trying to teach us, that we should hate our enemies. We should hate our oppressors and only love our brothers. So we know that this is a fact, and this is what you're teaching right now. This is what you're teaching right now. But you're trying to say this enemy here is your brother. But you started out saying, should we love those who enslaved us? Verse 44 says, but I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. Pray for them that despisefully use you and persecute you. It don't even matter. Like that initial question that you said, should we love those who enslaved us? It don't matter what nationality it is. It says, love those that persecute you, despise you, hate you. It said, pray for those that despise you and persecute you. So, you know, if they're persecuting you, you're supposed to love them. Before we even get into what nationality they are. If they enslave you, you're supposed to love them. That ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For we maketh his sun to rise on the evil. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sendeth rain on the just and the unjust. This is the example. All right. That sun hits everybody. That rain hits everybody. For if you love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the publicans the same? And if you salute your brethren, you salute your brethren only, what do ye more than others? Do not even the publicans so? But be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. All right, be ye perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect. All right. But this part right here, that ye may be children of your Father which is in heaven. Very important part right there. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, pray for them that despitefully use you and persecute you. I don't care what nationality you put on that. I don't care if you want to say it's your brother. Okay, pray for him if he persecutes you. Pray for him if he enslave you. If he lock you up for no reason. If he use you. Like that situation with well, no. That bishop and that NFL player. The NFL player should pray for that brother. He should have been praying for Bishop while Bishop was in captivity. Should have been praying for him. And Bishop should have been praying for the judge that sent him into captivity and gave him that sentence. He should have been praying for him. and loving them. And watch this. This is why. That ye may be children of your Father which is in heaven. That you can be children of God. All right. IUIC is teaching what they're teaching right now. They're teaching, and we can just sit up here and say, because of what they're teaching, we can sit up here and say, well, they're not sons of God because they only love their brother. They only love Israel. Let me give you this. Because the brother want to go to the Old Testament and say, hey, man, you know, this is what it is. And I got a class called Love the Stranger, Love the Oppressed, Love the Widow. Right here. You see it here. He doeth execute judgment of the fatherless and the widow, and loveth the stranger, in giving him food and raiment. Love ye therefore the stranger, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. Whatever stranger you was in Egypt, that's the kind of stranger you supposed to love here. You can't say the stranger is your brother here. Love ye therefore the stranger. Abhor not the Edomite. Y'all just be trying to dance around this stuff, man. It's scary. You want to change the heathen is an Israelite. Uncircumcision is an Israelite. Gentile is an Israelite. You know, nations is an Israelite. Greek is an Israelite. It's crazy, man. Love ye therefore the stranger, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. I don't get it. I don't get what the y'all love these folks anyway. That's a facade. You love these folks. You need them. You call them every time you got to do a march. You calling them. Anyway, and then you said you hate Negroes. Oh, the real Dalton, isn't it? But y'all letting these folks talk y'all into not being sons of God. They're leading y'all into not being sons of God because you want to have hate. That's not in Christ's ministry. Hate is not in Christ's ministry. I just, Anyway, man, I pray this thing was edifying. Y'all be blessed. Shalom.